The massive Starship Horizon gleamed under the artificial lights of Earth's orbital shipyard, a testament to human engineering and collective ambition. Captain June Park stood at the observation deck, his weathered hands clasped behind his back, watching the final preparations for humanity's most ambitious interstellar mission. The ship was unlike anything humanity had ever constructed. Spanning nearly 2 kilometers in length, the Horizon represented decades of global cooperation, a project that had united nations that once stood at the brink of conflict. Its hull was a marvel of advanced materials, capable of withstanding extreme cosmic conditions and sporting a revolutionary quantum fold drive that promised to redefine space travel. Yuna Kim, the ship's first officer, completed the final system checks. Her fingers moved swiftly across holographic interfaces, each touch confirming the complex network of technologies that would keep the crew alive in the unforgiving void of space. Around her, a diverse team of scientists, engineers, and explorers prepared for a journey that would push the boundaries of human knowledge. The mission's objective was simple, yet audacious. Explore an uncharted sector of space 200 light-years from Earth, searching for potential habitable planets and signs of extraterrestrial intelligence. Years of deep space scanning had revealed anomalous signals and planetary formations that hinted at possibilities beyond human imagination. Sung Lee, the chief engineer, monitored the quantum fold drive's power systems. This was the heart of the Horizon, a technological marvel that could fold space-time, allowing the ship to travel vast distances in moments that would have taken traditional spacecraft centuries. Lee remembered the countless nights of research, the failed prototypes, and the breakthrough that made this moment possible. In the crew quarters, men and women from every corner of the globe prepared for their historic journey. Some were veterans of previous space missions, while others were young scientists selected for their exceptional skills and psychological resilience. They represented humanity's best, intelligent, adaptable, and driven by an insatiable curiosity about the universe. Captain Park understood the weight of their mission. Humanity had spent decades looking inward, fighting conflicts that threatened to tear the planet apart. But this mission represented hope, a collective dream of exploration, of understanding something greater than their individual differences. He had personally selected each crew member, knowing that their success depended not just on technical skills, but on their ability to work together. The ship's artificial gravity hummed softly, a reminder of the technological marvels that made long space travel possible. Massive storage units contained everything the crew would need, from advanced medical facilities to hydroponic systems that could produce food and recycle oxygen, ensuring their survival for years if necessary. Outside the ship, Earth looked fragile and beautiful. Massive solar panels and communication arrays surrounded the Horizon, the last connection to the home planet they would leave behind. The launch window was precise, a mathematical calculation that considered planetary movements, solar radiation, and countless other variables. Final launch sequence initiated, Yuna announced, her voice calm and clear. The bridge crew responded with synchronized precision, each person executing their designated tasks with years of training behind them. Sung, Lee's voice crackled through the ship's communication system. Quantum fold drive at 98% stability. We are go for departure. The excitement in his voice was barely contained, a mixture of scientific curiosity and pure human wonder. Captain Park took his seat, the command chair designed to monitor every critical system of the massive vessel. His eyes swept across the bridge, catching the determined looks of his crew. They were not just passengers or researchers. They were pioneers, about to take humanity's first real step into the unknown. The countdown began. 12 hours of final checks, system verifications, and last-minute adjustments would precede their departure. The Horizon was more than a ship. It was a symbol of human potential, of what could be achieved when intelligence, courage, and cooperation came together. As the final moments approached, a profound silence settled over the crew. They were about to embark on a journey that would be remembered throughout human history, a mission that could change everything humanity understood about their place in the universe. The horizon waited, ready to fold space and carry humanity's hopes into the infinite darkness of space. The silence of deep space was suddenly interrupted by a peculiar vibration within the horizon's communication systems. Captain June Park was reviewing star charts when the first signal appeared, a complex pattern of mathematical sequences that defied conventional understanding. Yuna Kim was the first to notice the anomaly. Her fingers moved quickly across the holographic display, isolating the strange transmission. The signal was unlike anything they had ever encountered, not random noise but a structured communication that suggested intelligent origin. Sung Lee rushed to the communication station, his eyes wide with excitement and scientific curiosity. The signal repeated itself, a rhythmic pulse of information that seemed to dance between mathematical precision and complete mystery. Each wave carried a complexity that hinted at something far beyond human comprehension. "Captain," Yuna called, her voice steady but charged with tension. "These signals are structured. They're not natural background radiation or stellar interference." She pulled up multiple analysis screens, breaking down the signal's intricate patterns. The bridge crew watched in silent anticipation. Years of training had prepared them for many scenarios, but this was different. This was first contact, or at least the potential first contact that every space exploration team dreamed about. Sung began running complex algorithms, attempting to decode the mysterious transmission. The signal seemed to change subtly with each repetition, almost as if it was adapting, learning, responding to their attempts at understanding. Mathematical sequences twisted and transformed, presenting a linguistic puzzle more complex than any known communication system. Captain Park studied the data carefully. His years of space exploration had taught him to be cautious. This could be a natural phenomenon, an equipment malfunction, or something truly extraordinary. He watched as Sung and Yuna worked together, their minds racing to unravel the cosmic mystery. The ship's advanced computer systems began to process the signal, layer by layer. Each analysis revealed more questions than answers. The transmission contained mathematical constants that seemed to transcend known physics, prime number, sequences that suggested intentional design, wavelength modulations that hinted at intelligent manipulation. Hours passed. The crew worked in shifts, none willing to sleep or step away from the potential breakthrough. The signal continued its rhythmic dance across their screens, a siren song of cosmic communication. Yuna discovered something remarkable. Buried within the complex transmission were what appeared to be spatial coordinates, a potential location of origin. The precision was stunning, suggesting a level of technological capability far beyond human understanding. "It's like someone is trying to have a conversation," Sung muttered, his fingers flying across multiple interfaces. "But the language is completely alien to us." Captain Park understood the magnitude of their discovery. This was more than just an unexpected signal. This was potential proof that humanity was not alone in the universe. Every movement, every analysis could be a historic moment. The signal began to change. Its patterns became more rapid, more intense. The ship's systems responded, sophisticated, sensors capturing every minute detail of the transmission. It was as if the source was becoming aware of their attempts to understand. Suddenly, the communication station erupted with a burst of intense data. Multiple screens filled with complex mathematical equations, star charts, and what appeared to be molecular diagrams. The transmission was no longer just a signal. It was a message waiting to be understood. "We're receiving something," Yuna said, her voice a mix of scientific excitement and cautious professionalism. "But I can't determine if it's a warning, an invitation, or something else entirely." Captain Park watched the unfolding scene, knowing they were standing at the threshold of potentially the most significant moment in human exploration. Whatever was sending this signal was intelligent, technologically advanced, and very, very close. The horizon hung in the vast darkness of space, a tiny beacon of human hope, surrounded by a mystery that was about to unfold. The unexpected signals continued their complex dance, waiting to reveal their ultimate purpose. The alien vessel materialized without warning, cutting through the darkness of space like a silent predator. Its design was unlike anything humanity had ever encountered, sleek, angular, with surfaces that seemed to absorb light rather than reflect it. Captain June Park's voice remained calm. "Battle stations," he commanded, his years of training evident in every measured word. The Horizon's crew moved with practiced precision, each member knowing exactly what to do. Yuna Kim's hands flew across the tactical systems. Sensor arrays lit up, tracking the approaching vessel. Its weapons were charging, sharp, concentrated energy signatures that pulsed with an almost living intensity. The alien ship was preparing to attack. Sung Lee monitored the ship's defensive systems. The quantum fold drive hummed with potential, ready to respond to any threat. "Energy buildup detected," he reported. "Their weapons are unlike anything in our database." The first strike came without hesitation. A beam of concentrated energy that would have obliterated any conventional spacecraft slammed into the Horizon's shields. But this was no ordinary ship. The shield absorbed the attack, dispersing the energy across multiple quantum harmonic frequencies. Captain Park watched the alien vessel with calculated interest. This was not a random encounter. The precision of the attack suggested intelligent design, a calculated attempt to neutralize the human ship. "Defensive Protocol Alpha," Park commanded. The bridge crew understood immediately. It was a strategy developed for the most extreme encounter scenarios, a method of defense that would demonstrate human technological capabilities without unnecessary destruction. The alien ship fired again. Each attack was more powerful than the last, each beam designed to penetrate what should have been impossible defenses. But the Horizon's shield technology, powered by revolutionary quantum mechanics, continued to absorb and neutralize the incoming fire. Yuna noted something peculiar. The alien vessel was adapting its attack patterns, learning from each failed attempt. It was intelligent, responsive, a living system of warfare rather than a simple weapon platform. Sung's systems began to analyze the alien ship's technological signature. Its design suggested capabilities far beyond traditional understanding. Multiple layers of energy manipulation, complex quantum entanglement systems that seemed to bend the very laws of physics. The confrontation became a dance of technological supremacy. The alien ship attacked with increasing desperation, while the Horizon remained an immovable fortress of human engineering. Each attack was met with perfect defensive calculation. Captain Park made a crucial decision. Instead of counterattacking, he chose to demonstrate something more powerful than destruction: control and restraint. The Horizon systems locked onto the alien vessel, not to destroy, but to completely neutralize its offensive capabilities. A series of precise energy pulses swept through space. The alien ship's weapon systems shut down. Its propulsion became inert, not destroyed but completely disabled, a surgical demonstration of technological superiority. Sung could hardly believe the readings. "Captain, we've neutralized their entire system without firing a single offensive shot," he said, a mix of professional pride and pure scientific wonder in his voice. The alien vessel hung motionless, a testament to human technological achievement. No lives were lost. No unnecessary destruction had occurred. It was a confrontation that spoke volumes about humanity's potential. Yuna began attempting communication. The universal translation systems worked overtime, trying to establish any form of dialogue with the now disabled alien craft. The silence was profound, filled with unspoken questions and potential. Captain Park watched the alien vessel, understanding that this moment was more than just a military encounter. It was a first contact scenario, a demonstration of humanity's approach to the unknown. Technological superiority coupled with an unexpected level of restraint. As the Horizon maintained its position, the disabled alien ship became a symbol of something greater. It was not just a victory of technology, but a statement about humanity's potential for peaceful exploration and intelligent response. The stars continued their silent watch, witnessing a moment that would change everything humanity understood about their place in the universe. The communication screen flickered to life, revealing Darrow Venn, the alien representative. His appearance was startling, translucent skin that seemed to shimmer with internal light, multifaceted eyes that reflected intelligence beyond human comprehension, and a body structure that defied traditional biological understanding. Captain June Park stood perfectly still, his posture calm and deliberate. Years of diplomatic training had prepared him for extraordinary moments, but nothing could have truly prepared him for this encounter. "Why did you not destroy us?" Darrow Venn's voice came through the translation systems, each word carefully measured, carrying a weight of confusion and genuine curiosity. Yuna Kim managed the communication systems, her fingers hovering near complex translation interfaces. The alien language was more than words. It was a complex system of mathematical and emotional communication that pushed the boundaries of human understanding. Sung Lee worked frantically behind the scenes, ensuring that every nuance of the communication was captured and translated with absolute precision. The ship's advanced computer systems worked overtime, processing linguistic and cultural translations in microseconds. "Destruction is not our purpose," Captain Park responded. "Understanding is our primary goal." His words were simple but carried a profound depth that seemed to resonate beyond mere language. Darrow Venn's multifaceted eyes shifted, a movement that suggested deep contemplation. The alien's body language was entirely foreign, subtle shifts of color and internal light that communicated emotions humans could barely comprehend. The diplomatic encounter revealed fundamental differences between human and alien perspectives. Where the alien civilization saw potential threats, humans presented a strategy of open communication and mutual understanding. Each word, each gesture became a delicate dance of interspecies diplomacy. Yuna noticed something remarkable. The aliens' communication patterns were changing, adapting to human response patterns. It was learning, evolving its approach in real time. This was not just a conversation. It was a complex negotiation of mutual understanding. Sung's systems tracked every minute detail of the interaction. Mathematical patterns emerged in the communication, suggesting a level of technological and linguistic sophistication that far exceeded human expectations. The alien civilization was communicating on multiple levels simultaneously: verbal, mathematical, and something entirely beyond human comprehension. Captain Park understood that this moment was larger than a simple first contact. This was a potential turning point for human exploration, a chance to demonstrate humanity's capacity for peaceful interaction with the unknown. Darrow Venn shared fragments of their civilization's history. Complex images and mathematical sequences revealed a species that had survived multiple existential challenges. Their approach to unknown civilizations was cautious, built on millennia of survival instincts. The human crew listened intently. Each revelation was a window into an entirely different way of experiencing the universe. The alien civilization had technologies that seemed like magic, philosophical approaches that challenged everything humans understood about existence. "We did not expect restraint," Darrow Venn admitted. The translation carried a tone of genuine surprise. The alien's perspective began to shift, recognizing that humans were not simply another aggressive species seeking conquest. Yuna managed the communication interfaces, ensuring that every nuance was captured. The diplomatic encounter was becoming something more than a simple first contact. It was a bridge between two completely different civilizations. Sung systems continued to analyze the incoming data. Mathematical sequences suggested potential areas of scientific collaboration, technological exchange that could revolutionize both civilizations' understanding of the universe. Captain Park recognized the delicate nature of the moment. Each word, each gesture could potentially change the course of human-alien relations. Diplomacy was not just about communication, it was about creating understanding. As the conversation continued, something profound began to emerge. Two civilizations, separated by unimaginable distances, were finding common ground. The universal languages of curiosity, respect, and the desire to understand were bridging gaps that seemed impossible moments before. The horizon hung in space, a silent witness to a moment that would change everything humanity understood about their place in the universe. The horizon became more than a ship. It transformed into a symbol of human potential, a beacon of hope floating in the vast darkness of space. Captain June Park watched as the first draft of the Interstellar Agreement took shape, a document that would redefine humanity's place in the cosmic community. Darrow Ven's civilization, once perceived as a potential threat, now sat as diplomatic partners. The initial confrontation had become a turning point, a moment that demonstrated humanity's unique approach to the unknown, technological capability balanced with remarkable restraint. Yuna Kim worked tirelessly, translating complex diplomatic language that bridged two entirely different civilizations. Scientific exchanges were proposed. Technology transfer protocols were drafted. Each paragraph represented years of potential collaborative research that could revolutionize human understanding of the universe. Sung Lee discovered something extraordinary during the negotiations. The alien technological systems contained mathematical principles that could solve some of humanity's most challenging scientific problems. Energy production, medical research, quantum computing, all stood to benefit from this unexpected encounter. The trade agreements went beyond simple material exchange. They were about knowledge, about understanding, about creating a framework for peaceful interstellar cooperation. Humanity was no longer just an earthbound species. They were becoming a galactic civilization. The ship's communication systems began receiving messages from Earth. Scientific institutions, government leaders, and millions of people watched the live transmissions of this historic moment. Humanity held its collective breath, witnessing a potential transformation of their species' understanding. Captain Park understood the weight of their achievement. This was not just a diplomatic mission. It was a fundamental shift in human perspective. They had proven that exploration could be about understanding, not conquest. That technology could be a bridge, not a weapon. Darrow Ven shared glimpses of their civilization's history. Complex holographic displays revealed civilizations that had survived multiple existential challenges. Their approach to unknown species was typically cautious, built on millennia of survival strategies. But something about the human approach had changed their perspective. The scientific exchanges became the most exciting aspect of the new relationship. The alien civilization possessed understanding of quantum mechanics that made human research look primitive, medical technologies that could potentially cure diseases, energy systems that could transform planetary development. Yuna discovered that the aliens were equally fascinated by human creativity. Their mathematical models could not fully comprehend human emotional intelligence, artistic expression, and adaptive problem-solving. Humanity was not just a technological species. They were a civilization of innovators. Sung's research teams began preparing for joint scientific missions. Collaborative research stations were proposed located in neutral star systems. The potential for discovery seemed unlimited. Two civilizations, once on the brink of conflict, now stood ready to explore the universe together. The Horizon's quantum fold drive became a symbol of human technological achievement. Other alien civilizations began to take notice. The ship was not just a vessel of exploration. It was a diplomatic instrument, a tool for creating understanding across cosmic distances. Captain Park watched the final negotiations with a sense of profound hope. Humanity had proven something fundamental about their species. They were not just survivors, not just technological achievers. They were a civilization capable of empathy, of seeing beyond immediate conflicts. As the agreement was finalized, Yuna noticed something remarkable. The communication systems were now receiving messages from multiple alien civilizations. Their encounter had become more than a bilateral agreement. It was an invitation to a larger galactic conversation. Sung's systems tracked the expanding network of communication. Mathematical models suggested that this single encounter could transform human civilization's trajectory for thousands of years. The potential for scientific and cultural exchange was beyond imagination. The stars outside seemed to shine brighter. The horizon had become more than a ship. It was a bridge between worlds, a testament to human potential. Every crew member understood they were part of something larger than themselves. "We're just getting started," Una whispered, watching the final diplomatic protocols being established. Captain Park smiled. Humanity's first true step into the galactic community had been taken, and it was a step of hope, of understanding, of infinite potential.